Hello class, today I am going to give you the concept of interfacing of unit 1 which I left. So, as we have already discussed about 8051 microcontroller, its pin diagram, block diagram and its function. So, today we are going to talk about its interfacing. So, in interfacing we will talk how 8051 microcontroller is connected with the input port and output port. For example, for a input port we can consider such as keyboard, or for output port we can consider as printer, LCD or any output display device. So, basically for programming in detail we will go for keyboard as an input device. From keyboard we give input data which is interfaced with the microcontroller, which encode it and give display. So, in detail let us go for keyboard interfacing circuit. As here in figure you can see the keyboard keys is made of mechanical switches, as you see in your with your laptop, with your computer. It can be of matrix form and non-matrix form. So, as a input this is connected with the microcontroller input port. Now, here we see as I have already told you, there are two types, matrix form and non-matrix form. So, first we are discussing here matrix form, non-matrix form. So, in this non-matrix you see in the left side you have a 8051 which has port, and this port you can see PA0 to PA7, that means 8 input key you can connect with the help of port A, and this is defined as port A0 to port A7. Now, you have to define the number of port line you want to define, the number of input you want to define, that number of port you have to take in non-matrix form. Simple, if you want to consider 10 input, then you have to connect 10 port. Now, here in figure we are taking a non-matrix. So, here we are considering 8 input key. The key are shown here, and we can see the number has been done here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. So, here 8 input key can be pressed. So, when these keys are not pressed, you can see these all ports number from A0 to A7 are connected to VCC, which means it is on stage 1. Now, these all are connected with the resistance, and these resistance are about 4.7 kilo ohm. Now, when you see their key, when key are not connected between the terminal, then these port shows VCC value, that means it shows logic 1, while any key from 1 to 7 is pressed, then what happen, that particular address port address A0 or A1, that become ground, you see on the right side in the bottom. So, it become ground. So, in this you can see the number of keys when any key is pressed, it becomes 0, and when there is no key pressed, then it will be 1, because all are connected with the VCC. So, this is non-matrix type of keyboard, that means the key do not have any matrix form. Here whatever number as a key you are taking, that number of port you have to connected with the 8051. So, this is basically called non-matrix type keyboard. Now, we see to identify key value, there are some points how to identify the key value. So, you see here first point, identify the key closer. Second, debouncing the key, it can be hardware or software. And third point, encoding the key to an appropriate code. Now, let us discuss the 3 points in detail. First of all, see, there are 3 terms: identify, debouncing, encoding. Let us again go in this figure. First of all, you have to identify which key is pressed. Then how you are going to identify, means how 8051 is going to identify. See, when the key is not pressed, all values are showing value 1. When any particular key is pressed, that value will be grounded, so it will show 0 value. So from that 8051 identify which key is being pressed, because the key which is pressed, it will show 0 value. And then the second point was there, debouncing. Debouncing means the key when released, after pressed, when it is bounced back, when it is released, that is called debouncing. When key is pressed and released, then only 8051 considered 0 value, otherwise it won't consider that particular value. So first it will identify, then it will wait for debouncing, that means key is pressed and released. And the third point is, you see here, encoding. You means, as we already know, we are using here value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, but 8051 cannot directly show that particular value. It will encode that particular value in its machine form, then it will display it. Now, here we also see in the figure interrupt. You see here, these all values which are shown in the key, these are all connected with the NAND gate. Means here in the figure you see these values, the terminal which are coming from VCC, all the terminal are together connected with the NAND gate. So from the NAND gate, you know, when all the values, as in the figure, when all the values are coming 1, means there is no key pressed, then what happen, the NAND gate will show output 0. So that output 0 is called strobed output, and that means it is showing bar, that means when all keys are open, that it is not pressed, then NAND gate will show 0 output, and that NAND gate output is strobe output, and that 0, it means active low, and when it is active low, it means all inputs are connected with the VCC, that means there is no key is pressed. Now similarly, we can see when key is pressed, then output goes high. As we know, all inputs are connected with the NAND gate, whenever any key is pressed, then it will show 0 value. So in the NAND output you will get 1. So when it will give 1, so it will show that some key is being pressed, and that will interrupt the microcontroller. So here strobe output, that is NAND output, it will interrupt the microcontroller according to its value. When it has 0 value, that means a number of input, no key is being pressed, and when it has value 1, that indicate there is any key which is being pressed. So it will interrupt the microcontroller. Now going to the matrix form, here we see in as we have seen non-matrix, we connect directly key to the port of 8051, number of key, number of port. So in the matrix type keyboard, we decide rows and column. So in this form, in this matrix form, we can decide. So here in this matrix type keyboard, we can define the keys in the form of rows and column. So with the help of rows and column, we can define 8 keys, 16 keys, 32 keys and onward. So when you are deciding the keys like 8 keys, So, you will define it in the form of 4 cross 4 matrix. That means, you are showing 8 keys with the help of 4 rows and 4 column. Similarly, you can define 16 keys with the help of 8 cross 8 matrix, again 8 rows 8 column, together it will show 16 keys. Similarly, you can go for 32 keys and that will be defined with the help of 16 rows 16 column. Now, with the help of figure we will see. Now, here you can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4 rows and 4 column. So, 4 rows 4 column means you are showing here 16 matrix 4 cross 4 matrix. Now, with the help of this you can show you can see in the figure there are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. From 0 to 15 it means you can see that we are having here 16 key. Now, with this rows and column, let me take some color so that you can easily understand. Now, here you can see these are row 1, 2, 3, 4 and here column 1, 2, 3, 4. So, with these rows and column you can define the matrix. So, here we are taking 4 cross 4 matrix and it is showing 16 value. So, here you can define 16 value, 16 key to press. So, you are defining it from 0 to 15, that together means 16 value, 16 key press you can do. Now, here rows are called rows, here you can see return lines, these are input lines, and columns are called scan line or output line. Now, in this figure you can see, let me take brush again. Okay, this is port 2 as an input port and this is output port, port 1 where you are going to display. So, again you can see these are the rows, here you can see rows 1, 2, 3, 4, these are the rows defined as D0, D1, D2, D3, and then you can see the column are defined here as D0, D1, D2, D3. So, you can see 4 rows and 4 column. So, these are connected with the VCC. Now, you can see these are connected with the VCC with the help of 4.7 kilo ohm resistor. Now, what happened? Let us see the working, how a particular key is being pressed and identified by 8051 microcontroller. So, what happened? As I have already told you, the particular row or key, when particular key, here you can see 0, 1, 2, 3 up to given F, from 9 you can see A, B, C, D, E, F. So, these are the key. So, these are the key. When any particular key is being pressed, then 8051 identify that particular key. Let us see how it happened. So, in the figure you see here it is written for the row, here it is written for the row, you see D3, D0, these are the value related with the rows, D3 to D0, these are the value 1, 1, 1, 0. So, you can see here D3 is 1, D2 is 1, D1 is 1 and D0 is 0. Then in the column you see the value is given D3 to D0 is 1, 0, 1, 1. So, you see 1, 0, 1, 1. So, from the value, binary value given in the row and in the column, you are going to search in the row where the 0 is given. So, in the row you can see the 0 is given in the D0 value. So, it means row 0 or row D0 is having that value which is being pressed. Now, which value is being pressed? We will see, because in this you see there are 4 values 0, 1, 2, 3. So, there are 4 key. So, we are confirmed that this row, these 4 key in which one key is being pressed. Now, with the help of column we see the D2 is valuing 0. So, now from the row and from the column we get that D0 and D2, D0 and D2 are having value 0, 0. So, we are going to match it from D0 to D2 and we get that key 2 is being pressed. So, in this way we get that which key is being pressed. We see, we scan it in row wise and then we go for column wise, then we see which value is being pressed, which value is having 0 in row and which value is having 0 in column. Together we see the intercept value of 0 value and from there we get the intercepted value. Now, from the flow chart we can also understand how the particular key in the matrix form is being governed. Let us see. Now, here you see it has, let us start the flow chart. Start ground all rows, basically all rows are being ground, and then read all the columns. It read first each column, like in this figure we have seen 4 columns. All keys are open or not, it sees well whether value is being open or not. If it is no, then it will go again. It will keep on doing this until and unless the key become open. Now, when key become open, then it goes further to read all the columns. Let me tick. It goes further. Initially what happening here, initially it is looking that every key must be not pressed due to error, due to somewhat. Let initially all the key is not pressed. So, here it is checking. When it is yes, means no key is pressed, then again it read all the column and see is there any key down. No, then it again keep on scanning. If it is yes, it means there is any key which is being pressed. Now, it is waiting for debounce, as I already have told you. It will wait to see when key is pressed, then it must also be released, that is called debounce. Now, it will wait for debounce and read all the column. Again it see any key down. If there is no key down, then it again start doing all the process, and if after the debounce it has seen that there is key which is being down, means which is being pressed, then it will go to the next value. After getting the column value, it will go for the row, and now it will start checking the ground next row. It will again read the column. It will see whether key press in row or not. If it is no, it will keep on searching, and if it is yes, now it will get the value because it has already got the column value. Now, from yes it will get the row value. It will now it has got the value from row and column. Now, from here it will do find which key is pressed, it will get it, and then it will scan the code from the table for that particular digital value or whatever we are pressing there in hexadecimal, and then finally return to the main program. So, with this help of flowchart we can see how keyboard program work. Now, here we see, now similarly we see for output devices interfacing, that means connection with the 8051 such as printer, LED, LCD, etc. So now we are here for discussing LCD interfacing with 8051. So here we take the block diagram related with the 8051 and LCD. First of all, here we see pin 1, that is VSS, which is ground. As we already know, the electronic device, as we are considering here LCD, it will need some bias value, DC value, for it working. So for that we give some positive value as well as ground value for its complete connection. So here pin number 1 is defined as VSS for ground in LCD. Similarly, pin number 2, that is VCC, which is a DC supply and it is of plus 5 volt. The third pin number, that is VEE, is for power supply to control contrast. That means it is as you can see, it has resistance of 10 kilo ohm and it has variable arrow, that is like a variable resistance. So by varying this resistance we can control the contrast of LCD, the display of LCD. Now we see pin number 4, which is here RS, that means for register select. So here as we see, it is connected with the port of 8051, port P2.0, and here we can select register as a command register or data register. So when we put RS value 0, it will work as command register, and when RS value 1, it will work as data register. So let me define what is the basic difference between command register and data register. So data register is here to give data, whether you are reading it or writing it, and command register is for LCD, just to as you are displaying something there, from command it will go to initial stage, it will auto clear the LCD, or you can go row or column wise shifting of the browser. So these are all command related with it. So by selecting RS 0, you can go switch to command register, or by selecting 1, you can switch for data register. So providing data as read or write. Now you see the next point, pin number 5. Pin number 5 is for RW, that means read and write. As we all know, these LCDs are having memories in which you can read, it means 8051 can read the data from there, or it can write the data for the display. So before exchanging data, it has to define, 8051 has to define whether it is going to write data or read data. So by selecting read write 0, it will write data, that means data will come from 8051 to LCD, and by selecting read write 1, it will read data from LCD, that means LCD will give data to 8051. Now then you see finally pin number 6, that is enable pin here, and this enable pin is for enabling this LCD device. So these are all the pins related with the LCD. Now further you see this port in 8051, port 1 from 0 to 7 means, from 0 to 7 means 8 bit, and these 8 bit port of 8051 of port 1.0, 1.1, 1.2, so on up to 1.7, it work as data bus for LCD. So with the help of these 8 data line, data can be sent or received. So when you are using the register as a RS as a 1, then it will work as data register, it will send or receive data. When there is RS 0, in that case command register, this D7 bit will work as a flag. This D7 work bit will work as a flag and it will indicate 8051 whether LCD is ready to take or give information or not. That means when D7 bit is high, it indicate 8051 that LCD is busy and it will not give or take any information right now. In that case, D7 bit when it is busy, in that case LCD is working for its own data or command, for its LCD various information or task. When this D7 bit is 0, then indicate that now LCD is no more busy and now 8051 can send or receive data. So, this was all for today's class. Thank you, class.